I Love Lucy is remembered as one of the greatest television shows in history, but behind its perfect laughter and flawless timing were real people with real struggles. Vivian Vance, who played Ethel Mertz, was not only a brilliant comedic actress, but also a woman who endured hardships that few fans knew about. In interviews and personal reflections, Vance shared candid truths about the show's behind-the-scenes realities, the pressures, the tensions, the sacrifices, and the hidden costs of fame. Her stories revealed that the magic of I Love Lucy was not effortless. It was crafted through relentless rehearsal, strict control, and complex relationships. Vance's honesty helps us understand the true cost of being part of something legendary, and in the end, her voice reminds us that even the brightest smiles can hide deep pain. From Kansas to Broadway, the making of Vivian Vance. Vivian Vance was born Vivian Roberta Jones on July 26, 1909, in Cherryvale, Kansas. She grew up in a large family and later moved to Independence, Missouri, where her childhood was shaped by the culture of the American Midwest and the strict rules of her upbringing. From a young age, she showed a strong inclination toward the performing arts. Her talent was evident in community theater and local performances, and her determination led her to study drama at the University of Colorado. There, she began building the foundation for a career that would eventually span stage, screen, and television. She performed in regional theater throughout the 1930s, slowly building a reputation for versatility and comedic timing. Her talent eventually took her to Broadway, where she appeared in notable productions such as Music in the Air and The Voice of the Turtle, proving she could stand alongside the best performers of her era. A career-altering casting, becoming Ethel Mertz, Vivian Vance's life changed forever when she was cast as Ethel Mertz on I Love Lucy in 1951. The show introduced her to a national audience, and her chemistry with Lucille Ball became instantly iconic. Ethel was not simply a side character, she was Lucy's confidant, partner in mischief, and emotional anchor. Vance's timing, facial expressions, and reaction shots made Ethel feel real, and her presence added depth to the comedy. In 1954, she won an Emmy for Best Supporting Actress, becoming the first woman to win the award in that category. Her performance transformed her into a household name, but it also made her synonymous with Ethel in the eyes of Hollywood. Despite the risk of being typecast, Vance remained proud of her role. She understood the impact the show had on American culture, and she embraced her place in television history with gratitude and dignity. The complex reality of friendship with Lucille Ball Vivian Vance, and Lucille Ball's relationship was complicated but deeply meaningful. On screen, they were a comedic dream team, but off-screen their working relationship was not always easy. Vance often felt pressured to keep up with Ball's relentless energy and perfectionism. Ball was known for her intense dedication to physical comedy, and her standards were unforgiving. In the early seasons, Vance sometimes felt overshadowed or limited by her role as the straight woman to Lucy's zany antics. Yet despite these challenges, the two women developed a strong bond. Over time, their professional tensions gave way to a lasting friendship. Vance became one of Ball's closest confidants, supporting her through personal and professional challenges. Their relationship was proof that even difficult dynamics can evolve into deep loyalty when mutual respect is present. The hidden tension with William Frawley. One of Vance's most famous revelations was her strained relationship with William Frawley, who played her on-screen husband Fred Mertz. Vance was shocked when she learned she would be paired with Frawley, a man more than 20 years older than her. She reportedly remarked that no one would believe a woman like her would marry such an older man. A comment that offended Frawley deeply. His temper and pride ensured that he never forgot it. The tension between them continued throughout the show's run, marked by sarcasm, irritation, and occasional hostility. Despite the conflict, both actors remained professional, delivering performances that became part of television history. Vance's candid admissions show that even iconic partnerships can be built on strained relationships. The chemistry that viewers loved was real, but it was also the product of two performers who kept their personal differences off camera. The strict control of Desilu Productions. Vance also revealed how much control Desilu Productions, headed by Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz, exerted over the cast. The company maintained strict standards for appearance and behavior, shaping how each actor was seen on screen. Vance was required to maintain a specific weight to create a visual contrast with Lucille Ball, reinforcing the comedic dynamic of their characters. She resented this rule, believing it was unfair and superficial. She was also forced to wear frumpy clothing and unflattering makeup to emphasize Ethel's role as a housewife. Yet she complied, understanding that refusing could jeopardize her career. Even though the policy frustrated her, it ultimately helped define Ethel as a beloved, relatable figure. Vance's willingness to endure these restrictions reveals the difficult compromises actors often make to keep their place in a successful show. The pressure of live television and rigorous rehearsals. Another behind-the-scenes truth Vance revealed was the intense pressure of live tapings and lengthy rehearsals. I Love Lucy was filmed before a live studio audience, and the cast rehearsed for days before each episode. Vance described the rehearsals as demanding and exhausting, with performers refining timing and delivery until every movement felt precise. The live audience added an electric energy, but also created stress. Any mistake could be immediately noticeable, and the actors had to deliver flawless performances under pressure. Vance credited the show's success to this live format, saying it gave the comedy a raw, spontaneous feel that connected with viewers. The technical demands were intense, but they helped create the unforgettable timing and rhythm that made the show legendary. Vance's behind-the-scenes insights remind us that the laughter on screen was the result of hard work, discipline, and constant practice. The burden of typecasting and identity. Despite her success, Vance struggled with being forever associated with Ethel Mertz. The public adored her, but the industry often failed to see her as anything beyond that role. She found it difficult to secure parts that showed her full range, and casting directors often overlooked her for serious roles. This typecasting frustrated her deeply, as she had proven herself as a versatile performer on Broadway and in theater. Vance didn't express bitterness, but she did express disappointment. She understood that being part of such an iconic show came with a price. Even as she sought new opportunities, she remained proud of the role that brought her fame. She loved the character, but she also longed to be recognized for more. Her story is a reminder that fame can be both a gift and a cage. A quiet family and a lasting bond. Despite the tensions, Vance's time on I Love Lucy brought her lifelong friendships and emotional support. After Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz had children, Vance became a cherished part of their family, spending time with them off-set. She supported Ball through personal struggles, including the breakup of Ball's marriage to Arnaz. Vance was one of the few people Ball trusted deeply, and their friendship lasted until Vance's death in 1979. Vance also found stability in her personal life through her marriage to John Dodds, a literary agent and publisher. Dodds provided a peaceful and supportive partnership, allowing Vance to enjoy a quieter life outside Hollywood. Their relationship lasted until her death, and Dodds stood by her during her final illness. Vance's personal story shows that even in the midst of fame, true love and friendship can provide grounding and peace. Outro. A legacy of laughter and resilience. Vivian Vance died on August 17, 1979, at the age of 70, after a battle with metastatic breast cancer. Her death marked the loss of one of television's most beloved comedic talents. Dacey Arnaz later said it was not only a loss of a great artist, but also the loss of a dear friend. Vance's Emmy was donated to the Albuquerque Little Theater, a symbol of her lasting impact on the stage and screen. Lucille Ball continued to praise her performance in later years, describing her as sensational and admiring the grace and depth she brought to Ethel. Vance's behind-the-scenes revelations remind us that even the most beloved television legends are shaped by complex realities. She remains an enduring figure in television history, a woman who brought laughter, resilience, and humanity to the screen, and who gave fans a rare glimpse behind the curtain of a show that changed entertainment forever.